To the honourable member for Reid.
My question is to the Minister for Employment and Workplace Relations. What impact have government policies had in improving outcomes in employment and workplace relations? How does this compare with some of the commentary?
Give the call to the Minister for Employment and Workplace Relations and the Minister for the Arts.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Reid both for the question and for her advocacy to see more people in work and to see them better paid. It's possible now to have a look at what the average figures were over that lost decade that the Treasurer referred to and compare with what we're getting now. If you start with unemployment figures, the average unemployment figure over that lost decade, at the time those opposite were in office, was 5.6%. If we had their average unemployment figure today, an additional 300,000 people would be out of work. Instead, this government has had the best first year of new jobs for any Australian government. And that is 500,000 people in work. 500,000 new jobs.
The member for
and the majority of them, overwhelming. How many of them are full-time? 85% of those jobs full-time, and the majority of those full-time jobs held by women. But not only are there more people in work, not only are there more people in full-time work, people in those jobs are now being better paid than they were under those opposite. Those opposite.
The member for
Under
Mallee.
their time in office, wages grew at an average of 2.1%. 2.1% was the average growth in wages.
Order.
If you applied that average wage growth to what workers have in fact received, you would see now that people on the minimum wage, had we kept their settings, where low wage growth was a deliberate design feature of their measures, and they knew our policy changes would produce increased wages. They even said that was why they opposed them. The Leader of the Opposition said that's why he opposed them. The Shadow Treasurer said that's why he opposed them. But on national minimum wage workers would be $45 a week worse off right now if we kept those settings in place. Award wages, a retail worker would be $44 a week worse off if we kept those settings in place. A hospitality worker would be nearly $2,500 a year worse off. And the strongest figures of the difference in the change of government in wages is for aged care workers. An aged care direct employee level 4 every week would be $195 worse off if we had kept their settings in place.
There's far too much noise on my left. The member for Casey is now warned, and the member for Hume is warned. And the member for Gippsland will stop. I can hear every word you're saying, trust me.